Welcome to our guide on debt collection scams. Today we will explain how to recognize fake collectors, what to do the moment you receive a threatening call, and how to force collectors to prove any alleged debt. We will also show you diagrams to visualize the process, a practical letter template, and quick steps to protect your credit. Let's begin by setting the agenda, and then we will move smoothly into the warning signs you should never ignore. Here is our agenda. First, we will cover how scammers operate. Second, we will learn the red flags. Third, we will walk through immediate protective actions. Fourth, we will use the debt validation letter to force proof. Fifth, we will focus on documenting and reporting to authorities. Finally, we will reinforce everything with quick quizzes. With that overview in mind, let's transition to an important disclaimer to set expectations. Important disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only and is not legal advice. Laws and procedures can vary by state and country. If you need advice specific to your situation, consult a licensed attorney in your jurisdiction. Now that expectations are set, let's transition into recognizing the biggest red flags of collection scams so you can act confidently. Watch for these red flags. Aggressive robocalls with scripted pressure often indicate a scam. A threat that your credit will be damaged within 72 hours is a classic fear tactic. Claims that the caller possesses your photo identification, signature, or social security number are designed to intimidate. If the story shifts from an old family member's alleged debt to a phantom payday loan, treat it as a major warning sign. Never agree to a verbal settlement, and never confirm personal details over the phone. Also refuse payment methods like gift cards, wire transfers, or peer-to-peer apps, which scammers prefer. With the red flags identified, we can transition to the differences between legitimate collectors and scam callers. Legitimate collectors provide written notice within 5 days of first contact and can clearly identify the original creditor. They respect your right to request validation and do not threaten immediate credit destruction. They use lawful and traceable payment methods. In contrast, scam callers avoid sending written proof, remain vague about the original creditor, and use intimidation to rush payments. They claim urgent damage in 72 hours and prefer untraceable methods like gift cards or peer-to-peer apps. Now that you can distinguish the two, let's move to immediate protective actions. You should take the moment a suspicious call occurs. Here are immediate steps. First, end the call calmly, without arguing or confirming any details. Second, freeze your credit at Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion to block new fraudulent accounts. Third, record the company name and mailing address the caller claims to represent. Fourth, send a formal debt validation letter via certified mail with return receipt requested. Fifth, tell the caller that all communication must be in writing from this point forward. Sixth, document every call including date, time, phone number, and a brief description. Seventh, if harassment continues after they receive your validation demand, file complaints with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and your state attorney general. With your defensive posture set, let's visualize how the validation process should work from end to end. This sequence diagram shows the flow from the initial call through your protective steps. The debtor receives a call from the collector. The debtor requests written communication only and submits a credit freeze to the credit bureaus. The debtor then sends a certified debt validation letter via USPS. The letter is delivered to the collector, who must respond with full validation or cease collection activities. If the collector fails to validate, collection must stop, and the debtor files a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. If the collector does validate with adequate documentation, the debtor reviews the information, disputes inaccuracies, and continues requiring all communication in writing. Now that you understand the process flow, let's craft your letter correctly. This table outlines the key elements of a debt validation letter. Include your basic contact information, but avoid unnecessary personal details. Accurately list the collector's legal name and verified mailing address. Reference the account or the date of the call so the demand is anchored. Clearly demand validation, including the original creditor, itemized amount, and relevant dates. State that all communication must be in writing only after they receive your letter. Send the letter via certified mail with a return receipt so you can prove the delivery date and enforce the legal timeline. Next, let's provide a clear template you can adapt. Here is a practical template for your debt validation letter. Replace the bracketed placeholders with your information. Demand the original creditor, an itemized amount, transaction dates, and any record bearing your signature if relevant. Also request proof that the collector is authorized and that the debt is within the statute of limitations. State that all collection activity and phone calls must cease until validation is provided, and that all future correspondence must be in writing. Send the letter via certified mail with a return receipt, and keep copies of everything.
Now, let's test your understanding with a quick quiz. Quiz time. A caller threatens to ruin your credit in 72 hours unless you pay a payday loan you do not recognize. What is your best first move? Option A, negotiate a smaller payment. Option B, send your social security number. Option C, hang up, freeze your credit, and send a debt validation letter via certified mail. Option D, agree verbally and pay with a gift card. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to hang up, freeze your credit, and send a debt validation letter via certified mail. This approach neutralizes the scare tactic, protects your identity, and compels the collector to provide proof. Next, we will focus on documenting and reporting to hold bad actors accountable. Document meticulously. Keep a call log with the date, time, caller identification, and a short summary. Save voicemails and text screenshots where permitted by law. Maintain all mail receipts and the return receipt card from the Postal Service. If calls continue after the collector receives your validation demand, file complaints with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and your state attorney general, attaching your evidence. Always check your state's consent laws before recording phone calls. With documentation covered, let's reinforce your understanding with another quick quiz. Second quiz. Which of the following counts as proper debt validation? Option A, a text message demanding payment. Option B, a written notice identifying the original creditor, an itemized amount, and relevant dates. Option C, a voicemail demanding gift cards. Option D, a caller claiming to have your signature but refusing to send proof. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is a written notice that identifies the original creditor, provides an itemized amount, and includes relevant dates. Validation must be comprehensive and in writing. Vague threats, texts, or voicemails demanding gift cards are not validation. With that clarified, let's visualize common scam tactics so you can spot them instantly. This pie chart summarizes common scam tactics. Many start with an alleged 72-hour credit damage threat to induce panic. Some claim they possess your social security number, identification, or signature to intimidate you. Others invent a phantom payday loan that you do not recognize. Frequently, they refuse to send written proof and push for immediate payment. Understanding these patterns helps you respond calmly. Now, let's consolidate key takeaways before we close. These are your key takeaways. Do not panic or confirm information on the phone. Freeze your credit promptly. Demand proof using a certified debt validation letter with return receipt. If the collector cannot validate, they must cease collection efforts. Document everything and report violations to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. To wrap up, let's summarize the full journey. Here is the full recap. Identify red flags and end the call. Lock down your credit reports with a freeze. Force written proof through a debt validation letter without making exceptions. Log all calls and save mail receipts. Report violations to regulators such as the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. As we conclude, we invite you to engage and share your experiences so others can learn, and we will end with a creative call to action. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe to support more content that protects consumers. In the comments, share your experiences with suspicious calls or questions about the validation process so others can benefit from your insights. See you in the next video, and stay safe out there.